Picture two apartments in the same neighborhood. The first belongs to someone earning $95,000 a year. Inside, you'll find a 75-inch television, closets full of clothes with the tags still attached, and a spare bedroom used for items untouched in years. Despite the high salary, this person is two missed paychecks away from a crisis. The second apartment belongs to someone earning $52,000 a year. Yet, because they own only what they use, they have 18 months of expenses saved and invest 20% of every paycheck. The lower earner has 10 times the financial security. This gap exists because every object you own has ongoing costs. The first earner didn't have a gambling problem. They simply built a lifestyle that requires every dollar they earn to maintain. When your stuff requires all your income to store and manage, you lose your financial margin. We are going to reclaim that margin today. We are building a 4-step minimalist wealth system designed to reverse these habits. Grab your smartphone and a notepad. We are going to execute these steps together, right now, as you watch. By the end of this video, you will move from a passive consumer to an intentional owner, making saving the default setting of your life. Step 1. Stand up and scan the room you are in right now. Look at your possessions and ask one filter question. If this item disappeared today, would I actually spend my money to replace it? Find exactly 10 items that fail this test. Physically pick them up and set them aside for donation or disposal. These items have negative value. They don't just sit there. They occupy physical space that you pay for and mental energy that you could use elsewhere. They are a drain on your resources without providing any corresponding benefit. We are starting with only 10 items to keep the task manageable. This prevents the paralysis of a massive cleanup and establishes a habit of checking your inventory regularly. Step 2. Pick up your phone and delete every retail, clothing, and shopping app you have. Next, go into your browser settings and permanently clear all of your saved credit card data. Human behavior follows the path of least resistance. If spending is a one-click process, you will spend. If it requires finding your wallet and manually typing in 16 digits, you create a moment of friction. Willpower is a depleting resource that fails when you're tired or stressed. Structural friction is constant. It works even when your self-control is low. While you have your phone out, open your banking app. Schedule an automatic transfer to an investment account that triggers on your payday. Financial control is not a matter of extreme discipline. It's about engineering your environment so that spending requires effort while saving happens automatically. Step 3. Create a note on your phone titled 24-hour waiting room. Any non-essential item you want to buy must be logged here for one full day before you hit purchase. During that waiting period, run the numbers. Divide the cost of the item by how many times you will actually use it. A $400 jacket worn 200 times costs $2 per wear. A $300 kitchen gadget used twice a year costs $150 per use. You also have to account for the lifestyle multiplier effect. A major purchase creates a mandatory ecosystem of extra costs. A boat requires a trailer, storage fees, maintenance, and insurance. The purchase price is just the entry fee to a lifetime of secondary expenses. The 24-hour delay gives you the time to see past the marketing and calculate these hidden costs. This neutralizes the emotional impulse to buy. Most desires for objects fade within 24 hours. Using this simple filter protects your wealth margin by stopping the majority of unnecessary spending before it starts. Step 4. Pick the one category where you tend to accumulate the most clutter. Usually it's clothes or kitchen tools or even books. Physically count every single item in that category and write the number down. We almost always underestimate what we own. Seeing the actual number, realizing you have 40 shirts instead of the 10 you imagined, removes the illusion of needing more. Set a strict maximum limit for that category. If you decide 30 shirts is your limit, you cannot add a new one without removing an old one. Counting forces awareness. By setting concrete inventory limits, you create a structural defense against lifestyle creep. You have already made progress today. You've cleared space, built digital friction, and established a defensive limit on your spending. These steps kickstart a virtuous cycle. As this chart shows, when you save more, your sense of security increases. That security reduces the emotional urge to spend for relief, which leads to even more savings. You are shifting your definition of wealth. Success isn't measured by what you accumulate, but by your optionality. The money tied up in a car you don't need or a house that's too large is the same money that could buy you the ability to change careers, move to a new city, or handle an emergency. Your final task is to define what enough looks like for your life. Decide in advance what kind of home, car, and wardrobe genuinely meets your needs. Defining enough creates a finish line. By sticking to your own standard, future increases in your income can be directed entirely toward your savings and investments, rather than being used to manage more possessions.